to you all, and welcome back to another talk on my YouTube channel. This is Blessed YouTube channel, so you're welcome if this is your first time of coming to my channel. As you know, this is a new channel, so I really appreciate it when you subscribe to my channel. So thank you so much. As you do that, I look forward to your subscriptions. So let's get right into it. Today I want to lend my thoughts and my opinion to the trending drama surrounding Tonto Dikeh's collapsed marriage and how she vented against her ex-husband, Churchill. So the big question is, was she scammed or not? Of course she was scammed. You know, I mean, come on. She bought into the lie, and Churchill played on her intelligence, played on her emotions, and the whole marriage was contracted under a foundation of fraud and deceit, and she just fell for it, and of course she was scammed. And that brings me to the point that, yeah, if someone is pained or has been hurt, the person has a right to vent, to talk about what has happened. And in so far, I feel Tonto Dikeh's pain, I feel her anger, I feel her hurt. I mean, I can relate to her, because to expect her to bottle up all those hurt and all those pain and just live with it and move on like nothing happened, this is very, very common among Nigerians, and you are just expected to move along no matter what happens, no matter the gravity of the offense, or whatever it is that people have done to you. You are expected to just move along. For me, the most painful part is the non-acknowledgement of the hurt, of the pain that you have been caused, but still they are expecting you to just move along. And because of this culture of silence, people just keep quiet. So people hurt you, maybe your brother, your sister, in-laws, the families, that like everyone, and you're just expected to keep mute. You are not allowed to vent. And like Tonto Dikeh is venting, and a lot of people not believing it, they don't even care that she was hurt or whatever went down. People are talking down on her and saying, oh, so you thought it's about and just but like, I don't see anything wrong for her to want to belong to Obasanjo's family. It's called hypergamy. It's been going on, and women have done it for centuries. There is nothing new there. So if someone so desires, so be it. So yeah, she has a right to be angry, and more importantly, it is her right also to vent. People should not be shutting hurt people down. Don't talk. And this is my experience about Nigerians. Like, when someone has hurt me and I want to talk about what happened, like, just give somebody the room, the opportunity to actually it's also part of the processing of what has happened. Because by talking about it, you even have some kind of relief. People talk to you in return, and it gives you an opportunity to process what has happened. But we have this culture in Nigeria that you are expected to just keep quiet. Everyone is expected to keep quiet. You are treated the worst, but you can't come out, because when you come out to say, nobody sympathizes with you. Instead, the abuser, the misogynist, the narcissist, they are all encouraged, and so you see these people, these bad people, leaving trail of victims who never say what happened. So that said, I really feel her pain, and I say that people should just let her vent all she wants. Yeah, it is her right. It was her life. She lived it. She was the one in it that experienced it. So if she feels this is what she wants to do, so let her be. And she has given all the evidence, and she has even called people, anyone, to come and refute everything she said, even the documents she has presented. And up to now, it's been about a week, nobody has refuted any of her statements. Nobody have refuted anything that she claimed in that video. And also, you see that the ex-husband was lying when he said that there were just 4 people who were present at the bride price paying, or whatever he called it. But you can see from the evidence he has shown that it was a huge crowd. You know, it was a massive thing for the people involved, that a lot of people turned up. Does it mean that the ex-husband Churchill did not see that large amount of people that he said that was only 4 people present? So that alone gives a tiny insight. I feel that, I mean, she's just talking. Like some other people may take other measures to get their pounds of flesh, but she's speaking out. And I think for the most part, that her speaking out should be an encouragement for other women to learn from her experience. You know, that is what I take from it. Learn from her, like even in her standing, like she's a famous Nollywood actress and she could still be scammed, you know. So she fell for the scam. I feel that this is for people to learn, especially young ladies. If Tonto, in her glamour, in her height, can fall for this level of scam, then you know you have to look deeper. So even if you want to socially climb, or you want to go into hypergamy, you need to be sure that it is what you are looking for that you are getting, because people know that this is what women want, and a lot of people lie, you know. So you have to be careful how you go about it, you know. Obviously you can say that, like me, I was saying, how did she fall for this kind of scam? First of all, he's bearing Churchill. Why is he not bearing Obasanjo? You know, so of course there are many reasons why he may not be bearing Obasanjo. One, because obviously he's not Obasanjo's son. Perhaps he's just his godson, or even a love son, you never know. And maybe he's, you know, bearing Churchill as to give him some kind of protection, you know, so some ambiguity that he can move around and people are not going to say, oh, is this Obasanjo, the ex-president? So, you know, maybe it's just that kind of a thing. And so she can say, oh, he's bearing Churchill, so that people don't just know that he's Obasanjo's son everywhere, anytime he is going anywhere. So that can explain it, you know. But that said, there is also the familiarity. Really, you can see Churchill with Obasanjo carrying Tonto's baby in these pictures, you know. So you can look at these pictures and see for yourself that, you know, it's a very familiar background environment. Baba was carrying the baby, playing, or you know, like it's really so relaxed, and he was at home, and you see them in this picture together with Baba and all smile. So I mean, there is obviously a relationship there, a familiarity there that was not properly explained to her. He played on her using those moments that he shared with Baba to say he's his father. So that she fell for this scam, and she didn't take note of all the things that she's supposed to take note. And so I think young women who are yet to marry, you should look into all these things. When people make claims, try to verify their claims, and especially when some men who are misogynistic, who mistreat women, who are literally baby papa, slay papa, like they just go around fathering babies with different women. Like, you should know that you are not going to be different. Your case is not going to be different. So whenever you see a Nigerian man that is already involved with other women, and the women left them, especially the one that has legally married a Nigerian woman and left that Nigerian woman in a divorce, oh my God, I think you should really, 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 really investigate, because it is very, very difficult for a Nigerian woman to divorce her husband. Yes, so Nigerian women have been trained to take marriage as the highest thing. So for a Nigerian woman to leave her marriage, she is more likely to be a victim, no matter anything. So I feel that if you are getting involved with a divorcee or someone who is separated, who has had children with other women, make sure you talk with the women he has dealt with. Maybe you use a proxy, or you directly, with an open mind, so that you can hear from the other party, regardless of what the man is telling you about his exes. Make sure that you open your mind to listen to the ex-wives, you know, because I think that if Tonto has listened with an open mind to the woman who was with Churchill before, who already had a child, I don't think she would have fallen into this mess, you know. So Yeah, I think do your investigation. And among the Igbos, it's actually a common practice. It's called Ijoese, like you go to the families of your intent, you ask questions, you send emissaries to find out things about the family. I don't know if it is still going on, but it used to be a thing back in the day. So yeah, it's very, very relevant whenever you are the only Nigerian man that you may be thinking, oh, maybe he's not sober, is if he's a widower. But even at that, you have to look and find out what happened to the woman. How did she die? She a victim of domestic violence, so you have to do your research. Don't say because someone said they want to love you, this is what I'm taking away from what has happened to Tonto Dikeh. I think that her outburst, her venting in the public is an empowerment to women. Perhaps you are in an abusive relationship and you are being taken advantage of, you have no peace, you are not even sure of your life. I think being in that position, she's using that position of power to empower other women, other ladies, to see that you don't have to remain there. There is also a way out. You can find a way out, to empower yourself to leave that situation so that you are not going to die there. Also, I applaud Tonto Dikeh for speaking up, for breaking that culture of silence, because what we have in Nigeria is a culture of silence. No matter the hurt, the pain, you are just expected to carry on like nothing happened. So for her to break this culture of silence, to come out, even though they are trying to shame her into silence, but she has continued to speak up. I think this is really, really, really laudable. We need to talk about what happened. Why did it happen? So that this vicious cycle does not repeat. Because if everybody keeps quiet, how are you going to know that something like that has happened or is going on so that you can learn? How? So this is how abusers and misogynistic people, narcissistic people, they are just being encouraged to leave a trail of victims as they go along, because nobody is talking and nobody is hearing what is happening, and so nobody learns. So I'm really, 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 really sorry for what happened to Tonto Dikeh, and I hope that through this venting that she gets some healing, and I hope that she recovers from the hurt. I hope that before she goes into another relationship that she's properly healed and relief from it, so that she can move on with her life. Yeah, and I hope that our young women who are, and even young men, that they learn from what has happened to her and look before you leap. All that glitters is not gold. Some people lie to get what they want. Churchill had benefited. He's now a public figure. Everyone knows him, and all those kind of things. And he's still going about doing like nothing happened. And I hope that the next woman that is going to be involved with him knows what she's also going into, because you don't go around thinking that you are a superwoman and you are going to be different. You are not going to be thinking that his exes, the ones that had children for him, or the one they are so bad, you are going to be the only good one. No, 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 it doesn't work. Except, of course, some people don't have any deal breaker. They are just wanting to latch on to someone. So of course there's someone for everyone. So maybe that is what they want to live with. So be it. So anyway, that's just all I have to say about this thing. What do you think? Yeah, leave your comments. As I've said before, please subscribe to my channel, and until my next video. Peace.